So we have world famous OG Coon, Jessie Lee Peterson here. And Jessie Lee Peterson has always been like a very interesting case to me. Like I understand the black conservative grift. I've seen the black conservative grift a lot. The black conservative grift almost got me at one point in my life, believe it or not, just because of just how prevalent it was and how prevalent it still is today. And one of the guys that are kind of on the forefront, uh, who's kind of on the forefront of this is Jessie Lee Peterson. He's been doing this for decades. This tap dancing and buffooning and being a shucking and jiving black man, old black man that says that he's dumb and stupid and slow, to appease all of the white people that watch him. And I've actually been in his Discord server once. And the people in there, you could, I'm pretty sure you could imagine the type of people that you would find in there. Very interesting place, very interesting group of guys. But today, Jessie Lee Peterson is going to be talking about artificial intelligence, which I personally think is demonic. Simply put, I think it's satanic. I think it's something like that will be used to bring otherworldly forces to this planet as to enslave as many possible beings on this planet to be used to produce the eschatological world, or rather endpoint, that these people want. If you believe in that sort of thing, I wouldn't know. It's really not my thing, but it's not enough that I don't believe it, right? Because there are always going to be people out there that do believe these sorts of things. But let's hear what Jessie Lee Peterson thinks about artificial intelligence.
To ask the anchor baby and Hake about this um, AI thing, because it seemed to be becoming a big deal, and I don't quite, because I'm black and I'm slow and I'm not.
This man will never never not take an opportunity to like demean himself and like lower himself to I'm assuming like the trashy white folks that watch him anyways, because they are, and trust me, they are. So it's always a sad thing to see. But what you have to understand is that Jessie Lee Peterson is a coon, right? That has been digging himself a decades long hole and deserves to be buried in it. And you know what? I really can't wait until the dirt starts going in there. But for right now, he's just been digging this hole and digging this hole and digging this hole. Pretty crazy work if you tell me, for doing this type of shit, saying this type of shit about yourself, about your community. Probably not your community. Probably don't live around black folk. Probably haven't lived around black folks since you were brought up on that plantation, right, Jesse?
I know about the computer a little bit of stuff, but not a lot. And I don't know why I'm under the impression that AI is just another new computer system that is built by human beings and then it's controlled by human beings because the machine can't work by itself. It doesn't have a mind. So somebody is telling it what to do, how to think, and how to act. And so if you know that somebody else is working this thing, how come it's becoming such a big deal to the
What if that someone else is like a fucking devil person, Jesse? What if that someone else is a fucking demon, Jesse? What if that someone else is a bad person, Jesse? What if that person aims to deceive, Jesse? What if that person aims to kill, steal, or destroy, Jesse? Would you still be for this artificial intelligence like you're so heavily caping for it now? Because you're caping for artificial intelligence, and I'm telling you, it's no good for you. It's no good for me. It's only going to be good for a few people, you know? And you can say that as many times as you like, but it seems like these people that are behind the artificial intelligence movement have wills stronger than yours and stronger than mine. So it just seems like this is just going to be the case. But people like Jessie Lee Peterson, a Christian pastor, essentially doing sort of like proactive apologetics for artificial intelligence, because I'm not gonna say it's gonna like destroy mankind or anything like that, but it's gonna enslave you, because the people behind it that Jessie Lee Peterson is talking about, they aim to enslave you. That's what they want to do. Jesse won't say that. He'll just say, yeah, it's ran by someone. Who's that someone, Jesse?
The point that according to people, Melania Trump want artificial intelligence in schools so American children can prevent the United States from falling behind in the AI technology driven future.
This nigga is older than dirt. He's got to be in his fucking 80s, dude. And like they're still carting him out to like talk about these things. You know what I mean? God damn. It's crazy that Kevin Samuels died before Jessie Lee Peterson. Like, I think about that shit almost every other 17th Sunday, I think.
I want you to hear this from Fox News about Melania Trump and this whole AI thing. Watch this.
First Lady Melania Trump's Fostering the Future Together summit kicking off day 2 with world leaders joining to discuss advancing technology and protecting our children.
This room is filled with extraordinary human capital. Leaders.
Dog, it'll never like cease to blow my mind that Donald Trump is the president of the United States, and like he was president in 2016, for fucking 4 years. 4 years, Donald Trump was the president of the United States. Donald Trump is currently the president of the United States, and he's in the Epstein files, and he started a war with Iran to hide from the fact that he's in the Epstein files, because the Mossad has videos of him doing terrible things to minors that they threatened to probably leak out if he didn't go to war with Iran. So like a big dummy that knows when he went to war with Iran. And like now I gotta listen to like this Eastern Bloc woman, like this fucking and dude, now this fucking Eastern Bloc former like nudie model and honestly prostitute, because she met Donald through Jeffrey Epstein. So she was selling that pussy, right? This Eastern Bloc prostitute, right? That Donald Trump got from his boy Jeffrey Epstein. Like I want at least one of the most famous to this day. He's up there. Like pedophile, occultist, like boogeyman, right? A real Aleister Crowley type of guy. So and like all because Donald Trump has like this connection with this fucking notorious pedophile, I have to like sit here and like listen to this Eastern Bloc whore, dude. Like quite literally. And I'm not even trying to say this to be mean or demeaning or whatever. Like quite literally, this Eastern Bloc whore. This fucking, I don't know where she's from, fucking Slovenia? Where's she from? I forget, dude. But it's not the part of Europe that you typically want to be at. It's not the part of Europe that the Europeans in that part of Europe want to be at. Be perfectly honest with you. It's probably beautiful though. You know, probably is beautiful. But come on, dude, this is unacceptable. I have to listen to her.
Harness it to elevate your children, to empower your people, and to accelerate your economies. Together, let's invest.
Bro, she's reading off of a script. She doesn't give a fuck. That's the craziest part about this, is that she doesn't give a fuck about artificial intelligence. She doesn't give a fuck about your children. She would happily, you know, like she would happily like tombstone pile drive personally all of your children, you know, and every time after she like tombstone pile drives to unconsciousness your children, she's she's gonna fold their arms and like say rest in peace and like do the Undertaker eyeball thing. You know what I mean? She's gonna fucking lay she's gonna she would lay your kids to rest Undertaker tombstone pile driver style circa 1998, dude. She'd do like the fucking she'd hit your kids with like, dude, this woman would hit your kids with the spinning tombstone pile driver and break your kid's neck and then like fold their arms and then fold their arms. Like she would like tombstone pile drive all your kids like Zangief from Street Fighters 2 and, you know, break their necks on the concrete street and then like fucking and then fold their arms and make them rest in peace, dude. She doesn't give a fuck about your kids, dude, and that's why she's like that's the part that pisses me off the most about Melania's presence, is that she's just an Eastern Bloc whore that lucked up on some bumpy dick and Donald Trump and like rode them coattails to the top. And, you know, shout out to her for that. But like, I shouldn't have to like listen to her while she like sells the idea of AI robots teaching your children.
Expand success and create opportunities for education and technology.
Hey, people talk shit about Michelle Obama because she's a black woman, and so that's why they call her a man. But hey, yeah, always remember that Michelle Obama was just trying to make sure your kids would not become fat. Now, if that ended up in like less delectable food for your kids, well then fuck them. Fuck the little motherfuckers. You know, to be perfectly honest, let them get that non-delectable food, that Michelle Obama lunch, and like keep the pounds off. This bitch is trying to her thing is that, hey, I would like to let robot come in and teach children to make them strong. Like, come the fuck on, bro. This is insane.
And our next guest is attending this historic summit. Senior advisor to the First Lady, Melania Trump, Mark Beckman, joined.
Bro, this guy is a fucking creep. I don't know what it is about this guy. First off, he's on Fox News. But second off, like, look at this guy. Are you going to tell me he doesn't fuck kids? Wait, are we going to say, wait, are we being serious? Like, dude, I'm not one for phrenology, right? Right? Phrenology obviously is a silly thing, and it's like, you know, kind of heavily aligned with like the white supremacist superstructure that we know well. But like, come on, bro. Like, this is insane. This nigga cannot keep getting away with this shit. It's absolutely unacceptable how this motherfucker is just allowed to walk. Bruh. If he has a beard, he needs to grow it, dude, because the eyes are already off. The eyes are already fucked, but like a beard can bring you back. But with these eyes, with his full face, it's like, no, dude, you're a bad dude.
Joins us now. Good morning to you, Mark.
Good morning.
Good morning. So what is the goal here?
Well, this is really a historic moment. Never before has a First Lady had 45 leaders from foreign nations join her at the White House. So that's a first, but they're coming for Fostering the Future Together, which is Melania Trump's global coalition to empower children through technology and education. So what does this mean?
Yeah.
For the First Lady, she's thinking about the next generation and how we could, as a nation, establish economic superiority through leveraging artificial intelligence and other types of emerging technologies, coupled with a strong education. Our next generation, Ainsley, will be able to unlock economic superiority through GDP expansion, through attracting investment into
Oh my God, this dude is saying absolutely nothing, bro. I hate these lizards, dude. These fucking lizard people. He's not saying anything, dude. He's just yapping. He's yapping. He's filling time. He's saying absolutely nothing. He's saying certain buzzwords to keep your attention, to be like, oh yeah, man, like fucking productivity. Oh yeah, teaching the kids. Yeah. Like, dude, people that watch Fox News aren't listening to this fucking drivel, and he knows this. That's why he's talking like this. That's why he's just like babbling on and on. You know, like his goal here is to say words for a certain amount of time to make it seem like Melania Trump is first off, like, has any power or like wants to have any power. Like, dude, she just wants to shop. She wants to chill. She wants to fucking drink matcha. Pretty sure she likes matcha. She just wants to fucking chill and like reap the rewards of being of sucking the right dick, to be perfectly frank. And like this guy has to say a certain amount of words in a paragraph to make it seem like this means anything other than we want to enslave your children. We want to enslave your children, and we want to enslave you, and we want to use you like hamsters on a wheel that is generating power by you being on that wheel, right? And we'll use artificial intelligence to keep you engaged as the little fucking hamster you are, so you can continue to keep the power flowing, you know? And this guy, and then all the while he has this fucking face, and this face is just like kind of the face of evil, honestly.
the United States and unleashing a whole new slew of intellectual property that we'll be able to sell and license all over the world.
Amazing. So what I don't understand about it, and again, I realize I'm black and slow. Why are they?
Jesus Christ, dude. Fucking hate this dude.
It seems almost like a state of emergency is happening. And like, because I heard of last week we played a soundbite. I believe it may be out of Chicago, I could be wrong, where they got a whole AI school thing going. It costs thousands of dollars to attend. And some people are concerned that it putting the teacher out of business, which that's not a big deal because the teachers don't teach.
Teaching, oh my God, what are you about to say about teachers? Jessie Lee Peterson talking about how the teachers are being taken out of business, like saying those words exactly, is like, it's fucking retarded. Like, it's that shit. It might not look like it, but it blows my mind when I hear Jessie Lee Peterson say shit like that. Teachers, oh man, the teachers going out of business. What they teaching anyways? What is he gonna say?
Concerned that it putting the teacher out of business, which that's not a big deal because the teachers don't teach anyway.
Dude, he literally said that. No pre-watch, by the way. No pre-watch. Never a pre-watch. But this is crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's Jessie Lee Peterson. He doesn't give a fuck about teacher. Teacher never helped this bitch ass. You can tell.
But and so now this deal, Anchor Baby, I'm wondering, is it AI or is it? I won't put words in your mouth. Is AI just another computer system, a new one? Like they always change a computer system.
This old guy should not be talking about this, bro. Bro. My parents are boomers, so I get this shit, dude. But like, bro, these fucking boomers Ooh, they're ruining. Like the boomers are literally, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Hey, boomers, when you're ruining shit, you're ruining shit. And you know what? It's okay because your Gen X fucking children are riding in your wake, dude, to pick up the mantle of fucking shit up. These fucking boomers, bro.
Is it just another thing
Literal
that is
boomers.
operated and controlled by human beings somewhere? Like somebody built it and someone tell it what to do?
You know, to some degree, that's fair to say because these things are trained. But call it what you want.
Yeah, bro, this nigga ain't feeling that. Hey, young folks ain't feeling this fucking AI shit, dog. We're feeling it because there are a lot of young folks using it. But like Jessie Lee Peterson is on his way off of this earth and he's going directly into fucking Saturn. That's where his soul goes. We're living a rotten life. So Jessie Lee Peterson's on his way out of here. This nigga has to live with this shit. I don't know if fucking Jaime over here is down for this shit, bro. You better not be down.
Train it how you want. That's what you're saying. No?
These
They're called
hyenas are
trained,
down.
right? They're called large language models,
Right.
LLMs.
Right.
And you train them on data. And that's why they're coming out with strange behavior. Like you can push Claude, one of these, too far, and it will blackmail and cheat. It'll try and blackmail and cheat its way out of it, even though you don't want it to. There's other ones that are woke. They call it woke, right? That can't stop being liberal, for example.
Bro, I love that we have like a fucking I hate calling these people Latino, right? Because like I feel like Latino implies whiteness, implies like European, right? I'm assuming Mexican. Like they're in LA, you know. I think it could be Honduran or whatever. Probably fucking Mexican. You know, at least he comes from that ethnogenesis that we know is Mexican, right? And he seems to have like a good amount of indigeneity within him, you know, from his appearance, from his hair. It's apparent, right? That nigga's indigenous. But dude, still such a fucking coon. Still fucking woke. Do people know what woke even mean? I don't even think these people know what woke means. Woke simply means being aware of your government and exactly how it's fucking you. That's all woke means, dude.
It has its own mind to do that, or the person that built it is telling it to do that.
I'm saying the function is there for the person to train these language models and how they want.
So someone put like a program, a computer program inside of this computer
The
system.
specifics, the specifics we could get into.
Bro, none of these niggas know about artificial intelligence. None of these niggas know about artificial intelligence. Yes, Jesse, it does have to do with computers, but it has more to do with certain types of fucking softwares, right? And certain types of hardwares that sort of allow those softwares to do what they do on the computer, right? It's not so much about the computer itself, right? It's about the a software that is being used or like implementation of newer forms of technology, that being artificial intelligence, that I guess I wouldn't say like redefines, but definitely like revolutionizes, I think in a bad way, what a computer is and what it can do and how far its usage, is rather, like in your life, in everyday life, in human society, the lights, the fucking stove, the sink, the bathroom, the toilet, everything being controlled by you could say computer systems, but that are integrated with an artificial intelligence software that can control the electricity or whatever you would want it to control in your house simply by saying turn on the kitchen sink, turn on the bathroom sink, flush the bathroom toilet, the first bathroom toilet, or whatever the fuck. That's what artificial intelligence is, and people are going to use this revolutionary technological leap to enslave you. But you don't care. You grew up on a fucking plantation, Jessie Lee Peterson. What am I telling you? You've been here. You've been enslaved this entire time since you were born. You were born in it. You're ready to die in it. So let's see
specifics, but I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if it's like putting a computer in there. It's more like It's like training something. If you give it constant training in a certain way, it'll respond a certain way.
But it doesn't have its own mind, and it's not making its own decision, right? It's because somebody has already programmed these different decisions.
That's what you think. That's what you think. You think that now. You think that now. It's easy to think that now, right? Because that is most definitely the case right now. But that's not what the people that are making this, that's not where they want it to end, right? They want this AI to be able to surveil everything and be able to point out and make a list of people that are deemed undesirable, and also use the same artificial intelligence to track down and kill these people. That's what they're gonna do. So that's what they want. Like these Palantir, that's what they do. Palantir killed a lot of fucking women and children and men in Gaza. Palantir assisted. That's what they're gonna do. That's the type of people they are. Jessie Lee Peterson carries an old fucking coon.
The system, and the system is doing accordingly. God doesn't think for itself, right?
Well, that I don't know. I mean, that's up for debate if it thinks for itself.
But a computer, human being can barely think for themselves. Ain't no way
right.
a computer can think for itself.
So if it's debatable for people,
then it
then
doesn't even have a mind.
If it's debatable for people because they're trained in a similar way, is it not the same thinking? Is the AI?
No, because AI is a machine.
This is the blind leading the blind, dude. I'm glad to see that things never change. Some things at least.
Just food for thought.
Yeah, it is. That's what I'm asking. So on Tuesday, we played that story where AI private school in Chicago. There's a private school called AFA. What? And what do you say about the AI thing? Hey, it is a computer
this fucking dude
built by somebody.
Look at that. Look at that Jessie Lee Peterson shirt he has on, dude. Yeah, how crazy it is to have the shirt of the man while looking the man in the eyes and talking to him. Bro, that's not cool at all.
Kind of a guy.
That's fucked.
And then that computer is whatever the man did to make the computer work, he's telling it what to do and everything, right? He programming this machine as to what to say, what to do. Am I right?
Those are leading questions. No, you're not right. You're sort of close.
I just realized that this shit says all thoughts are lies. This nigga is wearing a shirt that says all thoughts are lies, and then he has a picture of Jessie Lee Peterson there. What? Bro, we are in the 1984 timeline, and I believe that we're in the 1984 timeline because George Orwell created the book 1984, and nerds fucking read it and said, "Oh yeah, I'm going to fucking Peter Thiel's little Nazi ass fucking bitch. Oh yeah, I'm gonna create this and I'm gonna enslave humanity, dude." And now this guy has on a 1984-esque shirt that says all thoughts are lies, bro. What the fuck? I'm losing my mind, dude. I'm losing my mind. I wish I was a fucking idiot.
But
What do you mean sort of?
because it's not, for one, it's not a computer. It's like
A piece of machine.
nope. False. I'm pretty sure. I think that it's like correct me if I'm wrong, Anku baby. It's something that operates across a whole.
This guy is interesting because I've noticed that he's even like he tries to talk like Jessie Lee Peterson, and I've never understood that about this fucking white man. He tries to talk like Jessie Lee. Listen to this nigga.
Whole bunch of computers.
Right, it's still computers though.
Nope. It's more than just computers.
It's programming a computer.
There's some programming involved, I'm sure. But anyway, like it's really, I don't think that it's any different from a person's brain. It's just a little bit less.
It can't. That too. It has to take a person's brain to computer it.
Right.
Could set it up, right?
But it's a pretty close match. It's almost an exact match to a person's brain.
Kind of what I was saying.
That's not what artificial intelligence is, man. It's a fucking software, dude. It's a fucking software that is used on computers and that extends past computers, rather as we know them traditionally, but computers are honestly all over this fucking society nowadays. And implements itself into a great number of things in your surrounding to allow you to control it easier, rather have more control, more sort of hands-free control. And that's the problem, you know, like that therein lies the problem, because you know, you're taking up jobs, or, you know, what are we gonna do? What about us? What about us, like light guys that just turn on all the lights whenever you need them? You know, we're gonna go out. We got fucking 17 kids. We're gonna go out of fucking business, dude. The tech industry is about to take a blow too, and I can't wait for that. I can't wait for all these tech bros to be out of work.
You know how your brain has all these neural pathways and things like that?
Oh no.
Your brain is basically just a computer. And that's all the computer thing is. The AI thing is.
Right, it's not
Except
you.
So these guys are retarded, and I think I've had enough of listening to them. I feel like it's mostly been me talking for obvious reasons, but you know, Jessie Lee Peterson is still a fucking coon. This guy is, I don't know, he's an idiot. And these people deserve to be enslaved by artificial intelligence. They do. They deserve it. Honestly, we all deserve it. Even the ones that know what it is, even the ones that see it for what it is, we deserve it too, you know? Because we're the ones that let it go on. You know, we're complicit in this as well. Don't get me wrong. Jessie Lee Peterson is the harbinger of the end times, and he thinks that artificial intelligence is good. There's no big deal about it because there are people behind it, right? And there are people controlling it. So it must not be all that bad. I mean, we have computers, right? Right? So not surprising. I just wanted to hear exactly what Jessie Lee Peterson would say about, you know, our AI robots teaching children and a fully artificially intelligent school that has opened up in Chicago that people are sending their children to. And what he said was, "Oh yeah, so what? Melania Trump is endorsing it? You mean the Eastern Bloc whore wife of the Great White Hope, Donald Trump? Oh, I'm gonna endorse that all day. I'm Jessie Lee Peterson. I'm gonna ride this fucking coattail until I burn into ashes, dude, and scatter across the Pacific Ocean. He's gonna ride." He is going to ride this Trump train until it derails and falls, you know, off of the highest Himalaya mountain range, you know? Mountain rather. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Not surprised. I don't know. I don't know why I'm surprised that I would be disappointed, highly disappointed in whatever Jessie Lee Peterson has to say. But you know, I'm a kind of a glutton for pain. I do it to myself. So I get what I get.